Yo, what up, guys? I'm gonna try something new, a little voiceover. So this is the first one of many. The shop I play at has been playing some copyright music, which is cool. It's fun. It's good for the vibes. You know what I mean? It doesn't help with monetization and stuff, which is whatever. But it also gives me an opportunity to talk, I guess, and talk through my plays, and like I can analyze it while I'm watching it. This is my first walkthrough every time, pretty much. So I'll just upload them to my computer and then do voiceovers. You know what I mean? So it'd be kind of cool. Anyways, let's get going. So I'm trying to practice RP Law. I'm not very good at it, and it's like actually decently hard to pilot. I always thought it was kind of a pretty easy deck relatively, because it's like, you know, you just reduce bottom deck, but you know there's a lot of like fundamental plays that end up going into it. So he went first, he won the dice roll, and he got his nice curve. So he drops injury, which is pretty standard. I decided here with this hand that I wanted to drop two of these dudes right here, raise maxes, just to get ready for anything they decides to bring out. Because even if he like absolves one, I don't have to spend the Dawn the next turn, and you know, it's just there already. So I wasn't entirely sure what was gonna happen and what I was gonna do on the next turn. I was thinking maybe I play the Kamazo, pop the Sindri or something, but I only have one form of Dawn recovery, and it's the Shachi Penguin. So, you know, we're here. So he's swinging 5. I was kind of surprised. I thought he was definitely going a swing 6 angle, you know, swing 6 do leader ability, and then he swung with the Sindri. I was like, am I getting played right now? It's also, I don't know if it's worth noting, but this is my buddy here, and he's using my deck, so we're just playing locals, and he wanted to borrow it, so he's been using it. Alright, so I'm at 4 Dawn, and obviously the plays are play Reiju, which is not right, because you know you're not going to draw at all. And then there's Shachi Penguin, so it just felt really weird. I didn't know exactly what I was going to have to do here. I figured if I could just clear the Sindri, maybe I just swing at it with one of these raise maxes. I don't know if he was like baiting it or not. I just decided to do it and see if he was gonna do anything about it. I doubt it, right? Like nobody would protect that. And then I was like, okay, what am I actually doing? If I were to use leader ability here, I'd have to bring out Shachi Penguin after. So then, like, what am I playing for 4 Dawn? So that's kind of what I was just thinking about. I was like, I should have probably kept the Kamazo, not gonna lie. That was kind of a misplay, just throwing the Kamazo. I think maybe I could have threw a Penguin instead, Shachi Penguin instead, because then I could have Kamazo out, right, to be able to kill like any low drops or something like that. And it's also, it just doesn't feel as bad as playing the other ones. So I was just like, I'm just gonna swing 6 here. And do I develop board? I can't remember. Yeah, so I just decided to use leader ability just to develop board, so that my 4 Dawn didn't go in vain, you know, my 4 Dawn turn. And so now I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna be on 4 Dawn again next turn. Like, I need something to do, you know, I need something to build this board up. And I have the Reiju. I could hard play. Oh, I'm gonna be a 5 Dawn now. I could go Kid, reduce something. Like if he decides to bring something out with 5 Dawn, he could either hard play Sabo or like swing 6 and bring out body, reduce it with the raise max, and just move along. Should I speed this up? Maybe just a little bit. I can't speed it up. What the heck? That's fine. We're just gonna watch it just like we would real time, you know. So I'm just thinking, like, what is he going to do with 5 Dawn? He could play, like, brand new, swing 6 and bring out something from the discard, or he could swing 8 and bring out something from the discard. It looks like he has, like, a pretty big hand. He took both hits or both swings in my last turn, so he has a lot of options. So I'm just, like, I was wondering what he was going to do with it, And one thing that I started to realize was like, is he gonna Ice Age Lucci me? Because that'd be kind of annoying. Because then he just swings 5 at a raise max, right? Like I'm not gonna protect that. Then my whole board's gone. So I was like, oh no, he's doing it. He's doing it. Then I saw he attached 2, and I was like, oh, alright, well, this could be just as bad, depending on what he ends up doing. I think he milled in Absalom, so I expected that to be coming out. He swung to life, and I got so excited I checked it like a dummy. But he Absalom me, milled 2. Absalom, return 2 cards. Pop the Shachi Penguin that he reduced, and then I take the damage. It's a Gordon. Alright. Moving along. Both of the raised maxes are still there, so we still got the reduction, which is good because I'm only at exactly 5 Dawn. Like, I have the kid to play to start, like, kind of building up some Dawn ramp in here, you know? So, I reduce. Now, I agree that probably my sequencing could be better. Like, I could swing first or whatever. Kind of just trying to figure out all the best lines here. I don't think, you know, like, I don't think the sequencing's the best, but it is what it is. And I was like, oh, I'm getting an active Dawn, so at least I could use it to swing with. So we'll just swing 6, and he has this massive hand, but he still takes it. I was like, why is he taking these? I don't know. Maybe he just felt confident he could clear my board. I don't know. What was in my hand? I want to see one more time. Maybe when I come back to it. Checking his discard very thoroughly. So he's at 7. You know, most geckos, they could bring something out from the discard and then hard play a 4 cost. He didn't reduce the kid. I was totally anticipating. Did he reduce the kid? Now I can't remember. I just hope he doesn't Ice Age. Yeah, so we're chilling. He didn't Ice Age the kid, so I don't anticipate that to leave. He threw a hog back. He brings back the hog back. Return 2. He's deciding. Chooses Sindri and Borsa. Bottom decks that to get a 2k back to hand. So his hand's like, look how thick his hand is. It's like beefy. So he swings 6, and I'm like, okay, well, in my head, you know, this chopper, if it's not on the board already, like, I don't know if I'm really gonna need this low level blocker. That's easily removed, so I just used it for counter and then just waited because he only had 4 Dawn left, so he's probably gonna play like Kuzan and or Borsa, or he could just hard play something for removal. Like, that would be kind of crazy too, right? Like if he played Absalom, but he played Borsa, which is great because I mean the raise max is right there to bottom deck that away. So I'm at 7 Dawn with no ace in sight. It felt kind of bad. He's also at 7 Dawn, so I'm at low cards, so I just decided to play the Reiju. So far I agree with most of my plays, except for that early Kamazo. Sucks that I had to draw the ace right now, but that would have been nice to have on 7. So leader ability, bottom deck that after using the raise max, and we play out what? Ein. It's doing nothing in my hand. And then we'll get the oh, he was asking like if I did the leader ability, so I did, yeah. So I get it all back, so we got 4 Dawn to play with, and at this point I'm not playing anything for my hand, so this is all getting attached for additional power, and might as well add the pressure now. He's pretty low, so might as well milk some cards out of his hand. He doesn't want to get that low, so he throws 2 and a 1, and I'm at 6 Dawn, so like I could technically play Shachi Penguin again if I wanted to go even wider on the board, but I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll play Ace next turn, At least I think that's what I was thinking. So he's at 9 done. Yeah, he's at 9. So he's got like the perfect setup if he wanted to like full board wipe me. If he has like an Ice Age and a Gecko, and that would hurt a lot. So I'm just sitting here wondering, what the hell am I gonna do next after this turn? Because I know for sure he'll be dropping a Gecko. He could just end up removing the kid. I don't know if there's a Lucci in trash. We'll see. I can't remember. Is there a Lucci? Because that kind of hurt, right? So I said 5. 5-2. What? He's still deciding. I think he might have said life. I blocked with the kid. He was stressing over that. He was like, I forgot that blocker. I was like, oh, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not that, I mean, it's not that crazy. You have all this Dawn, like, you could just run over the kid. It's kind of risky for me, too, like, if you weren't going to play Gecko. So Ice Age is a kid. That's probably why he's stressing, because he got that down to 0. Drops Gecko. So he can get the double removal out, right? Lucci Helmeppo. Bang, bang. Kid's at 0. And he kills the Reiju by reducing it with Helmeppo. Returns those 3 cards. Boom. And I lose 2 off my board. Sucks a lot. So this turn, I specifically remember regretting not playing correctly. So now I'm at 8 Dawn, I believe, which is like really, really good. I have the ace, and honestly, I should have just played the ace. I could ace, reduce the Lucci and the Hogback. But at this point, I think he has 5 cards in hand, and like he was complaining about it, so I thought maybe like I could go for a game. Like the comments he was making in person were kind of like, oh, I'm dead, you know? So I just thought maybe I'll test it. But now that I've committed to Dawn, I only have 6 Dawn left, and now I really can't play the ace. So I really messed up here, because I think I could have just like, if I played the ace, I could have reduced Lucci and reduce Hogback, and then I swing everything at the board, clear it, bottom deck the Lucci, and I'd be in a good spot, right? Like, I'd be out of lethal range, and I'd develop an ace and another body. So that would have been, I think, the best play. It was just, like, really sad. I was just, like, mulling it over, like, damn, I kind of messed up here. Now how do I recover? Because now I need to handle the board, or else I'm just dead. So it really was a big misplay here. So I don't want to hear no comments about it, because I know that's a misplay. So I'm sitting here at 6 Dawn, like, dude, I don't know what I need to play here, because this is scuffed, man. I could play the Film Law, reduce the Hogback, which is like effectively what the ace is going to do. Anyway, it was a big misplay. So here we go. Boom. Promo Law, reduce the Hogback, clear both the tapped units, right? Boom. Clear the Helmeppo after. We can play Gordon to reduce. Oh, right. I just played that. See? I don't know why I thought the thing has rush, man. I'm scatterbrained because that mess play just messed me up, dude. So I have 1 left. Gordon. Boom. Bottom deck it. And looks like we're just going to lose the last counter and pray. Like, if I had a rusher on this turn, I would have just sent it, man. But now that I don't, I'm like, cool. Maybe if he swings at life, which also was a bad assumption, right? Like, he's going to work on clearing my board. But if he did swing at life, I take a life and I draw a card. So there's like 2 more chances to find the rusher to potentially go for game. But at this point, he's like I think he's like maybe at like 4 cards right now, maybe 5. Maybe if I turn up the volume, I'd know. I want to say he's like at 4 cards though. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4. So 4-ish cards. He's thinking, he's thinking. He's at 10 Dawn, so he's got all the resources to go in and just, like, wipe my board clean, man. He starts with an Eruption, very strong. Get the reduction and draw a card. So the right Shachi Penguin is at -2. How far are we out? There's a few more minutes left. So he's thinking, like, I bottom decked a lot of his removal. Like, his Lucci's gone and Absalom's are gone, I believe. So, like, he has no removal units in the trash. So he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can't speed it up, man. I thought I could speed up the gameplay. Yeah, see, he's got no removal in there. It's just like 2 hogbacks. Yeah, it's 4 in hand. Okay, so like, if he doesn't clear the board, then he knows he's dead. So he has to clear it. So it's just a bad foresight for me on the prior turn. Because I could have just like kept everything. I don't know. I had to clear his board though, you know. So so he swings 6 at the tapped unit, and he doesn't use leader ability, which means down comes another Gecko, and now he brings out a blocker, if I'm not mistaken, like a Borsa and a brand new. Oh, not a brand new. It was Sindri, yeah. He wanted to like dump more out. So he dumps a whole bunch more. Top 2 cards were removal cards. He was like, oh wow. So he passes, and he has like 3 cards in hand. So I'm like, dude, if I had Kid Killer, this game was a wrap, man. And then also another thing is like I don't know, like I wouldn't play Ace here, but I was at 7 Dawn, and all I have is this Bond playing Ace, and I'm like, this is a wrap, dude. If I don't get through this Borsellino, then I'm just dead. It doesn't even matter. So I swing 7. And he countered 2 cards. Did I miss that just now? Yeah, he did. He threw 2 counter, and I'm like, okay, well, this is over, because now he's a blocker and a life. There's like nothing else I can do. I think I spend a little more time on this turn just thinking, like, is there really nothing I can do? And the answer is definitely yes, because I got Ace, can't even play that, and the Bond play is not going to do anything for me. You know, you play it, then I'd be at 2 active Dawn. He still has a blocker. It's just not good. So I think really the last turn was really the big misplay. I think that was the big misplay of the game. So I think we're learning now here. I'm just gonna fast forward because there's not much left. So I just swing 6, and then just another. He throws his last card. He has no more cards left. And then I think I just play Bond play because what the hell? Why not? It's over, dude. There's nothing left. Like, he has 2 9 swings and the Borsa. Like, bro, there's no way. So that's it. That's it for this game. So, you know, lesson learned. Play the Ace. Play the Ace, reduce board, develop that Ace, and then, you know, you'd have a big body. You can bottom deck something and go wide on the board instead of being stuck with a dead card in your hand. You know, lesson learned. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.